Greetings! Welcome to the FaerySpeak, where the fairies speak to you. This is episode 3 of the FaerySpeak, broadcasting on CTSB TV in Lee on their public station. And this is just an ability to do a tarot card reading for your entertainment. Well, there you go. The Fairy Speaks. I'm using a Brian Fraud Fairy Oracle deck that has that are made up of various fairies, and we will do a reading for you. Now, the reading for you is actually your reading in particular, not my reading. I could just do a reading for myself, but it would be rather boring. So, it's kind of an interesting idea that the fairies came up with, is for me to do a presentation of reading, your desires, your questions, here on this recording, on this show. We are reading your energy on this FaerySpeak TV show. Kind of an interesting idea. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work. Who knows? If anything, you get 30 minutes of me talking and showing you pretty pictures. So I'm going to shuffle up these cards every which way I can to give it a good mix from the last time we did a reading, and then see how it all works. Meantime, while I'm shuffling the mix, I wish you to be thinking of a question. Could be something about your life, could be something about your relationship, could be something about what's going on in the world around us. And actually, it's really not about what's going on in the world around us, except your immediate what's around it, but not really like what's going on in another country or what's going on in another state, unless it really involves your life personally. Sometimes it might be about things of your past. Could be something related to your grandmother or your great-grandmother while she was a child. I have done some readings like that were rather interesting. In the meantime, I hope you come up with some thoughts. Even just some thoughts without being a question. We're going to split the deck just for the fun of it. Not that it makes a lot of difference, but you know. And then we're going to spread the cards out ever so well as we can. By the way, did you meet Harry? If you've been watching my other shows, you've met Harry. You might even see Harry standing next to me. Some people do, believe it or not. This is what Harry looks like. But he kind of likes to ride out on the front of the car with his feet dangling down. It's kind of an interesting thing to do. So I would like you guys, collectively, to pick out some cards I'm going to raise my hand along the cards, and I wish to pick out 6 cards. 6 cards to start. Anything could happen after that. Ready? Are you sure? Nudge the guy next to you and ask them. Or nudge the lady next to you and ask her, is she ready to start picking cards? Alright, let's go. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to run the cards over. And you're going to tell me when to stop. And speak up because sometimes I'm a little hard of hearing. Ready? Here we go. What was that? Right? What? Back up? Right here? This one? Uh-huh. It's the first card. I'm going to put it right here. Next. Here. This one. There's one under it. Do you want the one under it or the one on top? Under it. Well, that's interesting. Let's see what that one is. Haven't picked that one for a long time. And we'll try to get another one. This one? Right here? Oh. This one right here? Next. Okay, two more. Keep hearing the one on the end. The one on the end. Okay, one more. We just did one on the end. Well, I'm hearing the one on the other end. Is that the one you wish? Well, let's try it. Huh. So we start with this one? Since I already have it in my hand. Have to remember the orientation. Number 5. So number 5, she of the Kruach. The receptive principle, nurturing and fertility. But this one was in reverse. But actually, the reverse is pretty much the same energy. How may you feel free of this energy of acceptance? The receptive principle, nurturing and fertility. How would you feel free of this energy of acceptance? Feel free of acceptance. You know that feeling of when you apply for something, a job, or membership, or first day of walking into a new church, and you think to yourself, I hope they accept me for how I am. Quite a negative energy there, isn't it? What if they reject you? What if they don't want to dance with you? What if they won't give you a ride? What if? Free of the energy of acceptance. Very interesting indeed. check out this one here. Now, if you've been watching my other shows, you will notice that I have these cheat sheets. And so what these cheat sheets do is they funnel the energy from above through my third eye. They come out through my real eyes, and I read the information. The information, of course, comes back in so that the brain can interpret what the energy that's flowing through me is trying to share with me. So, we are going to do the first card picked up, which is this one, number 64. Kind of an interesting looking card when you think about it. Now, remember the card we just talked about was about acceptance. What do you think? I haven't even read it yet. Number 64. Gotcha. Is that right? Oh, yeah, it does say gotcha. Script. Who can read script these days? Sudden shock, unexpected events, rude awakenings. Now that's not what I was thinking about when I look at the card. I was thinking about acceptance. Interesting though, wouldn't you say? Sudden shock, unexpected events, rude awakenings. Interesting, what you think? This one reminds me of Figment from Disney. It's an interesting card. But I think of Figment whenever I look at this card. The Friends, number 46. Friendship, support, and aid. Now that's rather interesting. Except this card was in reverse, it was upside down. So the time to sort things out, don't take it personally. Kind of interesting. Very similar to what we've been talking about. Don't take it personally if people will reject you when you walk into a church. It really is in that particular context. Why would they judge you? You're not going there to see them, you're going there for the church, the energy of the church. The Friends, number 46. Friendship, support, and aid. Time to sort things out and don't take it personally. Most curious, wouldn't you say? Half the footers. Footers. Fluters. Rather interesting card. Half the footers. Being real, earthings, grounding, and centering. Being real, earthing, grounding, and centering. It tends to be kind of interesting how the cards we pick are very similar to other cards. Of all the cards that we could pick. I hope this is actually addressing some information for you. If anything, it's fun. It's very interesting. Half the footers. Being real, earthing, and grounding, and centering. This little fairy sitting on a mushroom. Solace, number 13. knowledge, consciousness, synthesis, and spiritual empowerment. Spiritual empowerment. Not allowing others to influence your beliefs and your feelings. Take what they say as grains of salt or seeds of plants, and if they ring true, you listen, and if they don't, you don't. But don't let them control your beliefs. Spiritual empowerment. Tobaria of the waters. Very interesting card. Tobaria of the waters. Emotions, serenity, meditation, and gracefully. Accepting change. But this one was in reverse. See that? Reverse. Perhaps a cold shower in order, or just cooling off. Which goes back to empowerment. If you're far to this side, or far to this side, it's a bit hard to stay empowered, isn't it? If you're polarized to the left, polarized to the right. Try to keep this hand in frame. Too feminine, too masculine, too left, too right, too dark, too light, or light, too dark. Polarizing from one way to the other will keep you from being centered and empowered. Understand that we both have the masculine and feminine within each other, within yourselves. Both have that energy. And finding balance in between the two helps. The feminine is the creativeness and the planning, and masculine is the manifestation. And you need both of them in your life in order to move forward. Otherwise, you'd be stagnant when you only have one working for you. Too much in fantasy. Too much in trying to manifesting without planning. Balance. Well, that's interesting. Now there are 6 cards. So we're going to read some more cards. Do we want to do one at a time and read them? Or we want to pull out more cards? One at a time? Are you sure? Okay. What would you say? All right, I already know what card you're at because you've been pointing at this card for a while. So this card here, we will go with. Let's see what it's at. Unity. This is the card. Interesting card to pull. Are you having fun? I hope you're having as much fun as I am, because I'm having a lot of fun here. It's kind of a fun thing to do. You can get your own cards here at the bookstore. I'm sure there's a bookstore nearby. There's a nice one over in Lenox. There's another one in Great Barrington. I'm sure they have some Fairy Oracle cards that they could order for you. So Unity, Union, Spiritual Home. If this card was upside down, which it wasn't, was it? Nope. It's a nice place to be. Look at that, in 6 steps, we've moved to a spiritual home. How great is that? Congratulations. You've come a long way. Pretty cool. Next card. All right. We know. Here. This one behind this one. This one behind 3 cards. Oh, look at that. The fairy who was kissed by the pixies. Now, who doesn't want that? The fairy who was kissed by the pixies. Love, given, received. Metaphorically, open heart surgery. But this one is in reverse. It's upside down. Refused to give and receive love, ignored and denied. Yeah, we all like to protect ourselves. I protect my heart with being overweight. I'm not quite ready to let everybody love me the way that they could, because I also don't want to be hurt. So often we set up boundaries for ourselves with others, protect ourselves emotionally from others. So I have some work to do, and perhaps you do too. Maybe not all of you, but maybe there's somebody out there that puts up some kind of a big shield around themselves in many different ways to not allow love in. Very interesting card indeed. We might just do a couple more. Yes, I know, we have one more to do. Okay. Again, we'll raise the hand and we'll go over the cards and let me know where you wish to stop. We're going to try the other hand. And I know there's something on this side. I heard a stop. Right. 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 Right here. Now there was 2 cards there on top of each other. The card was below it. Number 9. The Singer of Initiation. Passage through trial. Triumph, new level. I believe it was in reverse. I'll probably play back the video later and notice that it wasn't. So let's pretend it was either in reverse or it was not in reverse. And you decide which one works for you. Sounds silly? Yeah, it might be silly. But we're not all perfect. So number 9, the Singer of Initiation. Passage through trial, triumph, new level. In reverse, why me? When is this going to end? How can you do this better? How can you handle this differently? Now, how interesting is this card pertaining to all the cards that we've read today? Let's just go back to the first card we read and compare the 2 cards together. The gotcha. Sudden shock, unexpected events, rude awakenings. Passage through trial, and new level. It's very interesting on how the cards kind of pertain to all together and very much the same. It's very interesting indeed. Very interesting. Okay. Why don't we do a final card? And which card would you like to choose? Let's see. All the cards that you have to choose. Which of the cards you wish to be? Alright, yes, it doesn't rhyme. That's okay. all the cards you wish to choose. Which is the card you wish to be? And you wish a card that is right in this area, right around here. Let's see. This one. This one. This one right here? You sure? Okay. The Guardian of the Gate. Number 3. A rather interesting card. Passages to New Life. Opening. Very cool indeed. Very interesting indeed. Honestly though, the gate was in reverse. The card was in reverse. The gate is closed at this time. But I bet, if you think about all these cards, maybe watch the video a couple of times and say, how does this pertain to me? I bet this card will be reversed the next time it's drawn. Well, thank you for joining me on the FaerySpeak, episode 2. I hope you at least enjoyed yourself and got a laugh out of watching me make a fool of myself on here reading tarot cards. Until next time, we hope that the fairies speak for you. Bye-bye.